What up? It's your boy, Dick Incredible Man. And yes, I am back at it again. And this is Black Clover episode 142 review. Man, oh man, I did not expect Black Clover to get this kind of dark. Let's get it.
I don't think I do it good, no, I think I do it great. They would do it if they could, they can't do it so they hate. Everybody wanna look, but nobody wanna play. Stealing eyes.
Man, oh man, this episode was good. I did not expect it to be this good. Like all of the other episodes, while actually finding out certain things about all of these other characters and them training and having those moments with all of these characters individually, were fantastic and were good. And I enjoyed those. I really did. But this episode hit different because it shows some dark sides of the actual part of the Clover Kingdom. We've seen multiple dark sides, like Zora's dad being killed by some of his fellow team members, some of the way the way that people treated Asta and Yuno, and just a lot of stuff for being peasants and a lot of stuff happening like that. But this episode, we start and we see a village that's nice and peaceful and loving, and we're also learning kind of the dark side about it because we get this one individual, which is this chick. We see her at maybe like an alchemist shop or something getting treated for a scar, and we kind of pick on that maybe her boyfriend or her husband is abusing her, and it turns out that that is more than likely the case, but she's also being verbally abused by him and his mother, all because she doesn't have like actual useful magic. I mean, I think it could be very useful. How she uses it, it depends and it varies, but she has calamity magic, which allows her to take, if someone allows her to do it, take their magic and use it for her own purposes, which is very, very good, especially in clutch. Like if you have like a squad or something and half of the squad is down and hurt and you're like the only one left. Okay, well, loan me some of your magic so I can use it and take down this villain that we were fighting. So I feel like in a pinch, it'll definitely come in handy, and in the long run, like, you got somebody that needs to put out a fire, you got somebody that's a water mage and they don't have that much water magic, throw her in on the side and she can team up with them and they can put out the fire. So I feel like it could be very useful, but she was being belittled and possibly abused by her husband and his mother. And we see that she kind of befriended the alchemist lady that's treating her. So that's what this episode focused on. And just from that moment and that part, this episode was dark, but then it takes a turn because all of a sudden, boom, bam, we're thrust back a couple months and we see that their village is being destroyed by the eye of the midnight sun when the big mountain rock was roaming over the landscape, and her husband and his mother or her mother-in-law or whatever kind of got crushed by the explosion that took place, and she was on their way to save them. She couldn't really do much because, like I said, she has calamity magic and she can't really use her own to save them. She has to use someone else's powers at the same time, but she couldn't save them. She was trying to, and she really couldn't do anything. But then her husband said something to her. It cut it out and it faded out. We just saw his lips moving, but he said something to her, and all of a sudden she stopped trying to rescue them. And then we pan out and we see all of these explosions and stuff going on. And the next thing you know, we come to another scene and we see her just standing there acting like she's crying. Maybe, I don't know, because I guarantee she let them die for one. That's a guarantee. She let them die because of the way they treated her. And now she's putting on this whole facade, trying to kidnap the devil because this alchemist lady showed her a picture of Asta, and we all know that's something else within itself, of Asta having devil face and being shown on a newspaper. And then we see Dominato talking to Julius and all of the other captains, and that's where we get with the 6-month time frame for them to train to take on the Diamond Kingdom, no, the Spade Kingdom, and team with the Heart Kingdom and everything. And Dominato even agrees. But then we have one member of Dominato's little group that's not with it because he lost a nephew in the whole Eye of the Midnight Sun thing. So he wants to take down Asta and Nero and just kill him. And insert these two ladies from this other village. And this one, now the alchemist lady, I could see her kind of wanting to understand it to do it. But this other chick, you allowed your husband and mother-in-law to be killed. You didn't even try to save them because your husband said something to you and that just sent you off the rails, and you didn't want to say anything and you just let them die. So now you're taking all your anger and frustration out on Asta and Mari. Mari, of all people, innocent little child. No, they didn't. And I know Ghost gonna flip the script, but they decided to take all their anger out on these people and team up with this guy that's from Dominato's faction and call themselves what the devil something, the devil something with the devil, but who cares, because we don't care about them, we care about all of these other people. So they kidnap Mari, they hurt kids and tie these kids up. They attack old dude Rajay or whatever, the snow magic kid. They attack Asta, they attack Nero, and Noel's fighting them. So like this whole episode got dark, and like right when it was heating up, when everything was getting boom bam, the episode ended. No, I did not want it to end. I wanted to continue because I needed to know what's going on, and I wanted to be pointed out about this chick that just allowed her family to be killed. Granted, I'm not saying she's right, but I'm just saying I understand her because he was belittling her, he was abusing her, and that's totally fine. But then don't go out and cast all of this stuff on the other side and be like, well, you know what? It's the devil's fault for doing. No. You done this. You blatantly killed your husband and his mother, basically, all because they were belittling you and talking about you and abusing you. It's sad. It's very, very sad, but that makes you no better than them if you're going to go around and kill people and then blame other people for them dying when, let's be real, it was all you, because you could have saved them. Okay, now I'm just going off the rails. I'm just saying it upsets me, but I'm loving the fact that this is a dark side of Black Clover that we haven't really gotten, and this isn't like a super maniacal villain or anything. Like, it's just average people, and I feel like average people that's pushed to the brink or tries to do something that she's doing are way more dangerous than like a super villain or a big bad from a anime or a movie or anything like that. I feel like an average person turned psycho or in her predicament or something like that is way worse, because like I feel like they're unhinged and they don't really have anything to grasp to. I mean, these other guys, they have like some morals. They like, like, well, I don't want to destroy the entire world. I just want to like kill a couple people over here and rob a couple banks and then, sleep in a mansion or something, but like these kind of people, like taking their frustrations out on other people, using these other people as an scapegoat to justify what you've done or to kind of relieve yourself of the guilt that you've committed. I don't know. That's just my thoughts on it. But I feel like this episode was great, man. And it was dark and gritty. And that's not something we really seen a lot of from Black Clover. We were dealing with the elves and everything and them killing people. Yeah, that was dark. But I mean, like, this is like very different for the realm of Black Clover. And I'm really enjoying it. Then we see the whole world tree thing with Julius and that's going on, and we see Asta training and everything. But man, okay, I gotta end this video because I'm just gonna keep frustrated and harping on this crazy chick and this doctor lady that just going along with her plans. Man, this episode is good, and I can't wait for 143. This is your boy Dick Incredible, man. Don't forget to smash the like button till you can't smash it anymore. Comment down below, and I'll be sure to respond to each and every one of them, and subscribe. But only if you really want to, man. Remember that anime matters, anime is greatness, and anime is life, man. Peace out.
I cannot complain because today, I'm doing my thing. I stay my lane and fight through the pain.